This is the house where I worked for about a year. I first got to know Cadillac through some other people living under I-95. He told me about the house. He told me I should totally come over and see it. And so finally I did. He described it so vividly. And he was right. It's a house being reclaimed by nature. The trees are growing up through the inside. Ficus strangler trees, putting down little roots and growing up kind of like almost a Miami version of Angkor Wat. Cadillac died a month ago. He overdosed. This was his hut. It was much more arranged then. There was all kinds of things here. All kinds of things, some of them arranged into totems and signs. And he's originally from the Caribbean. And he died, I guess, of an overdose. I found him there, right there. That's his hut. This is where I used to leave off food for him. He could cook sometimes. All kinds of stuff that he found and collected. Like some kind of he also fixed bicycles, which made it kind of funny that his nickname was Cadillac, I always thought. So I worked inside here. This was the door that was just leaning against the entrance. There'd been a fire in this house. There's really no roof left to speak of. It's kind of a perilous place. So I decided to hang a show in here of the work that I'd done. This one I had shown at Bridge Red last year, right about this time. No, not in February, I guess it was. And I decided to rehang it in here. There's another piece. A lot of the odds and ends came from this house. Like the stuffed animals, things that Cadillac gave me. This one, I call it night. For me, there was something about like the, all these broken things and thrown away things. In this one, there's a cactus plant. I should point out that cactus plant came from here. So some of these I wanted them to be kind of about the way nature triumphs, And so this I found some nice sticks to add to it. This one I call Diorama. It's kind of a 3D piece. You can see I used part of a bucket. Some of my photographs, odds and ends. So it's been fun making this work and kind of recycling the thrown away things. And Cadillac was so into recycling things. In this one you can see the way the trees are really taking over. They're dropping all their tendrils down to form trunks and so forth. And the light in here is really amazing. It's sort of like a forest, actually. So there's a piece, I call that bucket portrait. And this one, more recent, which I call Cycle, because the base for it was, I found this thing that was, I think it's a basket for the inside of a washing machine. So I filled it with bottles of this really beautiful tree stump that I found, little tree stump. And I've applied paint to these different kinds of strategies to enhance the color and so forth. And that's the show. 7 pieces. I'm not sure if I said this one, I call it Cycle, like a washing machine. The cycle of nature, I guess. Here's the old bathroom with the toothbrush still in the toothbrush holder. I think that was funny. Here's where I had my table set up with paints and stuff. So again, there's my deer portrait with the sticks. Night Watch. I'm sort of a fan of Rembrandt, so I couldn't help it putting the name. It's spelled N-I-T-E. But for anyone who cares for the reference, this one they call Tire Totem. It's otherwise mounted on a traffic cone, but I chose to hang it in here too. And that's what I call drawer portrait, because it's made out of an old drawer that was, I kind of took it apart and reassembled it as a flat surface. Put one of my portraits on there. So that's it. That's the Cadillac show from my Cadillac residency. A really memorable experience. And Cadillac, rest in peace. As I said in the thing I wrote for him, I wrote a kind of a tribute. I felt like he was kind of a Miami hobbit, a very smart guy, a very perceptive guy.